Hi students, welcome to Raavi Smart Guru. We'll discuss the preparation of cost sheet. So before going for the cost sheet, if you see the problem is as follows. The following data relating to the working of a factory in 2012 information is given. Material consumed is given, direct wages, factory expenses, administration expenses, and based on the above data we need to prepare a cost sheet. In addition to the cost sheet, we should also prepare a quotation, and for preparing the quotation some information is given, that is material required 2000 rupees, wages 2000, and the percentage of profit is 20% on sales. So by using this information, first we will be preparing the cost sheet. Next, after cost sheet we will be preparing the quotation. So first we will discuss the preparation of cost sheet. First we will discuss the preparation of cost sheet. If you see the cost sheet, this is a pro forma. So this is a pro forma for cost sheet. First heading will be statement of cost sheet. Statement of cost sheet, or directly we can write the cost sheet also. Statement of cost sheet, particulars, amount. So the first thing we will be considering in the cost sheet is material consumed. The first item will be material consumed. So material consumed, the value of material consumed is 2 lakhs. Value of material consumed is 2 lakhs. And next is, for this material consumed we will be adding wages. So wages value is given in the question. So wages is also known as direct wages. The value of wages is 1,50,000. First we wrote material consumed, that is 2 lakhs. For this material consumed we will be adding the direct wages. Direct wages can also be known as direct labor or wages. Wages, direct labor, direct wages, all these three are same. So the value of wages is 1,50,000. The value of wages is 1,50,000. We will be adding these two, so the value will be 3,50,000. The value will be 3,50,000, and we will be naming it as prime cost. We will be naming it as prime cost. So how we will be getting the prime cost? Material consumed plus direct wages is equal to prime cost. So for material consumed we added the wages, so the value will be 3,50,000, and we are saying that value as prime cost. So this is prime cost. So for this prime cost we will be adding factory overheads. Factory overheads can also be known as work overheads. Overheads are nothing but indirect expenses. Indirect expenses should be considered as overheads. Work overheads or factory overheads are same. So for this prime cost we will be adding factory overheads. For prime cost we will be adding factory overheads, and this particular factory overheads can also be known as work overheads. This factory overheads can also be known as work overheads. Overheads are nothing but indirect expenses. All indirect expenses are considered as overheads. So in this case factory overheads or work overheads is given, that is 90,000. That is 90,000. So if you add this, slide is not required. If you add this 90,000 to your prime cost, already we got the prime cost of 3,50,000. If you add this factory overheads of 90,000 to the prime cost, then you will be getting a value of 4,40,000. We will be getting a value of 4,40,000, and this particular 4,40,000 can be known as factory cost. This particular 4,40,000 is nothing but factory cost. We can also say this factory cost as work cost. Factory cost can also be known as work cost. How we got this particular factory cost? To prime cost we added the factory expenses, then we got an amount of 4,40,000, and this particular 4,40,000 is considered as factory cost or work cost. So for this factory cost or work cost, we will be adding administration overheads. We will be adding administration overheads. Administration overheads is also known as administration expenses. Administration overheads is also known as administration expenses, and it can also be known as office overheads or office expenses. Administration expenses or administration overheads or office expenses or office overheads, all these four are same. So this particular administration overhead should be added to factory costs. The value of administration expenses given in the question is 88,000. The value is 88,000. If you add this 88,000 to your factory cost, that is 4,40,000, then you will be getting a value of 5,28,000. You will be getting a value of 5,28,000, and this particular 5,28,000 should be considered as total cost. It should be considered as total cost. So 5,28,000 should be considered as total cost. So it is given in the question that we need to calculate the total cost. So the total cost of this particular job is 5,28,000. After this, we need to prepare a quotation. For preparing a quotation, values are given. Material value is given as 2,000 and the wages value is given as 2,000. So by using this material and wages, we need to prepare a quotation. So before going for a quotation, first we need to calculate some percentages. One percentage is percentage of factory overheads. Percentage of factory overheads. Percentage of factory overheads. Factory overheads can also be known as work overheads. So the formula for calculating the percentage of factory overheads is factory overheads divided by factory overheads divided by wages into 100. Factory overheads divided by wages into 100. For preparing the quotation, we need to calculate the percentage of factory overheads and we need to calculate the percentage of administration overheads. The formula for calculating the factory overheads is factory overheads divided by wages into 100. Now in the previous problem, nothing but in the cost sheet, if you see the value of factory overheads, that is 90,000. So the value of factory overheads given in the cost sheet is 90,000. So factory overheads is 90,000, and if you see the value of wages, the value of wages is 1,50,000. The value of wages is 1,50,000. So factory overheads is 90,000 and the value of wages is 1,50,000. So 90,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100. 90,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100, you will be getting a percentage of 60. You will be getting a percentage of 60. So how we got the 60 percentage? The percentage of factory overheads is equal to factory overheads divided by wages into 100. So the value of factory overheads given in the cost sheet is 90,000, and this particular 90,000 should be divided by the wages value which is given in the cost sheet, that is 1,50,000. So 90,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100, we got 60 percentage. This percentage is nothing but percentage of factory overheads. After this percentage of factory overheads, we will be calculating percentage of administration overheads or office overheads. Percentage of administration overheads, percentage of administration overheads or office overheads, or office overheads. Percentage of administration overheads or office overheads. So the formula for percentage of office overheads or administration overheads is administration overheads divided by administration overheads divided by factory cost into 100, divided by factory cost into 100. So the formula for calculating administration overheads is administration overheads divided by factory cost into 100. Now in the cost sheet, administration overheads is 88,000. Administration overheads is 88,000. So 88,000 divided by your factory cost. Your factory cost is 4,40,000. Factory cost is 4,40,000. Your administration overheads is 88,000 and the factory cost is 4,40,000. So 88,000 divided by 4,40,000 into 100. 88,000 divided by 4,40,000 into 100. You will be getting a percentage of 20. You will be getting a percentage of 20. So the percentage of administration overheads is 20. How we got this? Administration overheads divided by factory cost into 100. So we got these two percentages. One is percentage of factory overheads, next one is percentage of administration overheads. So by using this information we will be preparing the quotation. So we will be preparing the quotation. The heading should be quotation for calculating quotation for calculating selling price. Quotation for calculating the selling price, same particulars and amount. Now material consumed. So the material consumed is given as 2,000 rupees. So the material consumed given as 2,000 rupees, and this is nothing but a quotation for calculating the selling price for 2012. We are calculating the quotation of selling price for the year 2012. So material consumed is given in the question, that is 2,000. Material consumed is 2,000. Next, wages is also given. The value of wages is same 2,000 rupees. Value of wages is 2,000 rupees. Then the total prime cost value will be 4,000. Total prime cost value is 4,000. For this prime cost we will be adding the factory overheads. For prime cost we need to add the factory overheads, but the value of factory overheads is not given in the question. We need to calculate the value of factory overheads. So how we will be getting the value of factory overheads? Already we calculated the percentage of factory overheads, that is factory overheads divided by wages into 100. We got a percentage of 60. So always this particular factory overhead should be calculated on the wages. Factory overhead should be calculated on wages. Factory overhead should be calculated on wages. Now in this problem the value of wages is 2,000. The value of wages is 2,000 and your percentage of factory overheads is 60%. The value of wages is 2,000 and the percentage of factory overheads is 60%. So 2,000 into 60 by 100, 2,000 into 60 by 100, you will be getting a value of 1,200. You will be getting a value of 1,200. How we got this 1,200? Factory overhead should be calculated on wages. The wages value is given in the question, that is 2,000 rupees. On this 2,000 rupees already we calculated the percentage of factory overheads, that is 60%. On this particular 2,000 we need to calculate the 60%. You will be getting a value of 1,200. Then your factory cost will be 4,000. 1,200. You will be getting a value of 5,200. 4,100. You will be getting a value of 5,200. So for this 5,200, we will be saying this 5,200 as factory cost. To this factory cost we need to add the administration overheads. The value of administration overheads is not given in the question, so we need to calculate the administration overheads. So this particular administration overhead should be calculated on factory cost. Always this particular administration overhead should be calculated on factory cost. So the value of factory cost is 5,200. Value of factory cost is 5,200 and the percentage of administration overheads already we calculated, that is 20%. So the percentage of administration overhead, that is 20%. So 5,200 into 20 by 100. 5,200 into 20 by 100. We will be getting a value of 1040. We will be getting a value of 1040. How we got this particular administration overheads? Administration overhead should be calculated on factory cost. So the value of factory cost is 5,200 and the percentage of administration overheads is 20%. on this particular 5200 we calculated 20%, we got a value of 1040, and if you add this particular 1040 to your factory cost, that is 5200, you will be getting a value of 6240. You will be getting a value of 6240, and this particular 6240 is nothing but total cost. This particular 6240 is nothing but total cost. To this total cost we need to add profit. To this total cost we need to add the profit. So you can find an adjustment in the question, that is, what will be the quotation for the job if the profit at 20% on selling price? If you consider the profit of 20% on selling price, what will be the quotation that we need to calculate? But the value of profit is not directly given in the question, but it is given that profit should be calculated at the rate of 20% on the selling price, but we don't know the selling price. So we need to calculate the percentage of profit on selling price to the percentage of profit on cost price. Then we need to apply a formula, that is cost price into rate divided by 100 minus rate. Cost price into rate divided by 100 minus rate. Now in this problem, cost price is this particular value, that is 6240. Cost price is 6240 into rate that is given in the question, that is 20%. So 20% divided by 100 minus rate, that is 20%. Then you will be getting a value of 6240 into 20 by 80. 6240 into 20 by 80, you will be getting a value of 1560. You will be getting a value of 1560. You will be getting a value of 1560, and this particular 1560 is nothing but profit. So we will be adding this profit value to the total cost, that is 6240 plus 1560. You will be getting a value of 7800. You will be getting a value of 7800, and this particular 7800 should be considered as selling price. 7800 should be considered as selling price.